known for getting along. We disagree, we argue, we draw battle lines, and we fight, and we fight, and we fight. But there are some things we can agree on. Some things are not left, right, pro or con. Some things are just wrong. This isn't a video from a battle or a conflict. It's a 60-year-old landmine left over from the Vietnam War. And the ones who often detonate these leftovers aren't trained men in flak jackets. They do. And they do. And they aren't isolated incidents. They happen every day.
In January of 2000, the first month of the new millennium, I was very honored and privileged to be able to travel with Roots of Peace to Croatia, about 5 years out of its serious civil war, philosophical war, tragic war, brother against brother, cousin against cousin, neighbor against neighbor. In one village, we had just arrived, and they were so gracious greeting us, but there was definitely a pall on the reception that they gave us. And it had been the week before, and there had been 3 little girls around the ages of 8 to 10 that had run out in the field, and they were playing and gathering. I think they went for a ball. It was January, so not much was growing. But anyway, they ran out and they were screaming. One child hit a landmine and they were screaming for their parents in. The parents were standing, unable to really run out because they had other children to care for too, and no one knew where the mines were. And nothing drives it home more viscerally than standing there talking to people who have had this experience.
There's 70 million landmines in 70 different countries, all of which are remnants of what has long been since past. And the stories are not only of death. These people are not guilty of being enemy combatants or guerrillas. They're guilty of one wrong step and 8 pounds of pressure, the weight of an average newborn child. If one of these incidents happened on our soil, there would be media outrage and calls for action. And there was. It's nothing but bad people. We have our own lives, our own problems, our own sufferings. But every once in a while, the world does take notice, and the world does intervene. And when we do, the results benefit us all. This isn't politics. This isn't about who's right or wrong. It's about what's happening and what needs to be done.
Along the former DMZ at the end of the Ho Chi Minh Trail told me of his profession, carefully unwrapping copper from around cluster bombs, earning $3 per day to feed his family. He was a proud professional at his business until one day an unexploded ordnance ripped his arms off and shattered both his legs as his small children watched in horror while playing in the surrounding fields. His accident occurred only last August 2009, the result of bombs which were planted years before he was even born.
The issue is not controversial. There are no sides that need to be taken, or compromises that need to be made. The only thing standing in our way is apathy and indifference, and it is against them that we must fight. The tools for the job are already in place, and fixing the problem is already underway with incredible progress being made. But solving this problem will require more than our prayers and well wishes. It demands and depends on the one thing that we all have, our voice. People are already fighting and speaking out, but in order for them to succeed, they will need that which has overcome obstacle over obstacle over obstacle, a universal cry for change. We have faith in you.